Hello, my name is Jennifer Hancock, Bollywood humanist. Hi. Tonight I saw Thugs of Hindostan. It was fun. It was a funny movie. I think you just have to give yourself over to this one. It's it's a melodrama. It's historical fantasy, not historical fact. That they make no effort to be historically accurate. So if you're expecting a historically accurate movie, this is not that. It's historical fantasy. It's kind of what would happen if you had a Japanese comic book set in 1850s India with one of the first wars for independence as the backdrop, right? But it's historical fantasy, so kind of keep that in mind. It's fun. It's a fun little romp. It is silly as heck. I mean, honestly, you just have to give yourself, this is one of those, don't expect too much out of it. It's a melodrama. The good guys are obvious. The bad guys are obviously bad guys. You want to cheer for the good guys and boo for the bad guys, just like any other melodrama you're going to see. And this is no exception. And it's over the top and it's silly. Like, why does the evil guy escape in a cable car out of a castle going down to a boat? Who cares? It sets up a fight sequence on a cable car above the castle walls heading to the dock. And by the way, this town is supposed to be landlocked. It doesn't matter. This is kind of over the top fantasy comic book kind of stuff set with a melodrama. So the whole time I was seeing this, I was thinking my son is I have a 13-year-old boy. He really likes Japanese anime that's geared towards young teen boys. That's what this is. It's geared towards my son. He took one look at the trailer and thought, I need to see that, right? Because it's got the boats, it's got the action. Why are they fighting on top of a hanging door frame that's on fire while cannonballs shoot at them? I don't know. Who cares? Just enjoy the sequence. It was fun, and the plot, people saying that there's no plot to it. No, it has a plot. And it's a melodrama. It's not a very deep plot because it's a melodrama. And there's not a whole lot of nuance. The nuance is provided by Amir Khan's character. And, as I was driving home, I was thinking about him. Now, first off, he looks great in this movie, and he's great in it, and he acts really well. He's very good. And I love this look on him, and I love the mustache. But the movie is told from his perspective. All the action kind of revolves around him. And as I was thinking about it, the only deep part of this is the fact that they put him at the center of the story, because there were people who collaborated with the British against their own people, and he kind of provides that dilemma that people faced. And we'd all like to think that we would fight for independence, but the reality is a lot of people collaborated, and his struggle with that is the only deep part of it. And I'm glad they kind of put him in the center. And a lot of people are like, we flip so often. Well, but that's fine. This life is not a movie, right? This is kind of an over the top movie. So Amir is great in it, for what it is. He and Amitabh must have had a blast making this movie, because the action sequences are they just jump off of things, wow, like swords in hand, gonna chop things up, and that's all good fun. So why not? Amitabh is also very good in this. And we all agreed, the group I went and saw it with, we all agreed we really liked the bird. We wanted more of the bird. The bird was awesome. Amitabh his character doesn't have a lot of depth. He's just kind of a very, the good guys are the good guys and the bad guys are the bad guys. The only person with any depth is Amir's character. But everybody else is just it's a melodrama. That's what melodramas are like. Amitabh is good in it. He looks fierce. his action sequences are far out awesome. Like I said, there's nothing not to like about a fight sequence with swords on a door that's hanging from the ceiling that is on fire while they have cannonballs being shot at them. So it's crazy action. This is an action movie. It's an entertainer. It's not a deep movie, so don't expect it to be deep. Fatima, who plays Zafira, who's our princess, who's not a damsel in distress. She's friggin' awesome. One of the first sequences that I really liked was one of the boat battles, and they come flying across. I'm gonna show her. She's literally running along a gunnel on a boat on the ocean while it's heaving and doing all these action things. It's awesome. She is great in this movie. Her action stunts are great. And I really, really enjoyed watching her. So she's really good in her character. And again, this is the acting required for a melodrama is very static. The characters are not deep. They don't have layers to them. The good guys are the good guys, and they're always good. And the bad guys are the bad guys, and they're always bad. You want to cheer for the good guys, and you want to boo the bad guys. That's the point of a melodrama. The only character with any nuance is Amir Khan's character. The next person is Katrina. She's beautiful. She has 2 dance sequences. She's not very important to the plot. Really doesn't matter. She's absolutely beautiful. And the choreography from Prabhu Deva is really enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. Her sequence, okay, so if she was advertised as being a central figure to this movie, she's not, but that's okay. This is one of those masala movies where there's a little bit of everything in there, and you do need a pretty girl dance sequence. The sexual jokes that are between her and Amir Khan, and again, this is why I think the movie was made for young teen boys, not 16 to 18, but like the 13 to 15-year-olds. The sexual jokes were of the nature that my son would have really thought was funny. So, yay. Dancing, there's a dance sequence with Amir and Amitabh, choreographed by Prabhadeva, and I really enjoyed it. It was really fun to watch the two of them dance and goof with each other, and the choreography was fun, and it's, the choreography, these are massive. These are like cast of thousands dance sequences. And seriously, what's not to like about them? And again, you just kind of give yourself over to it. This is what the movie is. It's an entertainer. It's not a deep movie. It's fun. Did we laugh at some of the overtop elements and the the things that didn't fit, like the cable car? Like, no one has a cable car going out of a castle to their boat unless you're a supervillain. But yeah, he was a supervillain. I mean, that's the point of the movie. It's a melodrama. There's good guys and bad guys, and the bad guys have a secret lair, and the secret lair has an improbable mechanism for escape, and in this case it did. So it was fun. You just, for the type of movie that it is, it's fun. And I laughed and I had a good time. There were some touching moments in it with Amitabh and Fatima that made me get a little verklempt because I miss my dad. And so those were a little touching, but fun movie. We enjoyed ourselves. And when you go out to a movie, that's what you want, right? They don't all have to be deep, meaningful movies. And this is not a deep, meaningful movie, but it's a fun movie. So there you go.